Hi there, in this video I'm going to share with you how you can turn your ideas into fully fledged songs. Now, I've been singing since 1999 and I've been a voice coach since 2003, but I've been writing songs for about 18 to 20 years, give or take, and I've had lots of success with songs as a songwriter. Now, what I love doing is helping people to get their ideas out of their head and out into the world. Now, that can be just in the form of just getting an idea out, just a starting point, or getting a full song written, or completing a song that's been started a week ago, yesterday, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, found in a notebook that you completely forgot about. There are lots of different approaches, so I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you. Now, the key thing about writing a song is to know what kind of song you want to write. So is it a portrait in time? Is it just a place in time that you want to remember? Is it a story that happened in the past? Is it an ongoing journey that you're maybe going through and maybe you're reflecting on what's happened? Or it could be a story about somebody else. You're reflecting on what they've gone through. You're reflecting on where you or the characters in the story are, and then where they're going to go next. This is a very common theme in musical theatre or songs that are used in films, right? Now, if you're not looking to write for musical theatre, you may also want to do a journey song, but it may be something that you're reflecting on, something that's happening right now in the world, that's a portrait of what's happening, or it might just be an opinion or an idea that you have about a specific thing. So there are lots of different ways of approaching songwriting. Now, when it comes to actually getting the ideas out, you might want to start with music. You might start with just a melody line, or you might start with lyrics. Now, I tend to have my ideas all at one time. So I'll have the music, I'll have the chord progressions, I'll have the bass line, I'll have the guitar riffs, there might be some horns in there somewhere, there might be some piano playing, and I might get the words and the melody at one go. Now, at first, when this first started happening, it was quite overwhelming, but now I've worked out how to pick those different things apart. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I might hear a conversation and I might think that's a really good point of view, or that's an idea I've never heard of in that context before, or I might just like a phrase that somebody says, or it might come up in a conversation that I'm having with somebody. Now, what I love about songs, different types of songs, is that there are different types of structures. And what I mean by that is the different sections and the different order that songs come in. So you might have an introduction, you might start with a verse, or you might start with a chorus. You might start with a bass line, or you might start with a guitar riff. There are lots of different ways of doing this, but understanding different song structures, as in the way different songs flow, is going to be key to helping you get some idea of how you want your song to be formed. And a great way of doing that is listening to different types of music. And when I say listening to different types of music, I don't just mean putting it on and doing the washing up. I don't just mean putting it on in the car and singing along. I mean really sitting down, listening to what's happening in the song and picking it apart and understanding why it works, why they've put the chorus here, why they've put a hook here. A chorus and a hook can be different, by the way. Why there's a motif or a riff that repeats time and time again. Does the guitar solo follow the vocal melody line, or is it completely different? Why? These are things that most people don't pick up on, and that's absolutely fine. So our enjoyment of music is just enjoyment of music. And no, I'm not saying that everyone has to understand why that chord progression works and that one makes us feel sad and that one makes us feel happy. But as a songwriter, it's going to be really, really helpful for you to understand why certain parts of music make us feel a different way, make us want to sing along, make us think of different ideas or form or change an opinion, or just make us want to dance. I'm going to be covering lots of this stuff. In fact, I'm going to be sharing everything I know about songwriting in a free upcoming songwriting workshop masterclass, and I'd love you to come along. So we're going to spend some time together. We're going to do some actual activities. It's not just going to be a whole load of time of me talking at you. We're going to get a chance to interact. You can ask some questions, and we're going to do some stuff that's actually going to take you from a blank sheet to having an idea written down, or you might want to come along with an idea that you already have or an almost finished song, and you might be able to complete that song within that workshop. So this is for everyone, so all levels of singer. So you don't have to have any experience in songwriting. You can be a complete novice who's never done any songwriting at all, and you might be someone who has been writing for a while and would just like to see some different approaches and have some different ideas as to how you can inject different things into your songwriting just to boost it a little bit. So all you need to do is go to the pinned comment and click the link there, pop your details in, and you'll be taken to a page where you can sign up for that. So even if it falls at a time that you can't attend, maybe you're on the other side of the world to me, or maybe you're just busy at that time, you can still sign up, and then you can get the recording, which is going to be available for a few days afterwards for a limited time. But what I'd love for you to do, if you can't come, is to sign up and then send me an email so that I know that you definitely want to get that replay and get that recording for that limited amount of time, and I'll be able to send the link directly to your email. Now, you want an overall theme for your song. There are some songs that have different ideas that come up in the song, but you'll note that there is one overall theme. So if you were to take your 3 favorite songs and really sit down with them, like I said before, and analyze what's going on, you'll understand that there are different song structures. They may all be the same. If you like the same type of music, you know, you might have the same type of song structures. For example, intro, verse, chorus, middle 8, chorus, outro. That is a traditional pop song that's been since the beginning of pop music, so like the 50s up until now. And there are different ways that you can structure songs. There are different forms, so that it might be that a song starts with a chorus and then goes into a verse and then goes into a chorus and then goes into another verse and doesn't have a middle 8. Or it might be that the song doesn't have a chorus, it might just have a hook, like from the 60s there was that song, Do Run Run. Met him on a Monday and my heart stood still. Do run, 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 do run, run. Somebody told me that his name was Bill. Do run, 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 do run, run. Okay? Okay, then it does go, yeah, my heart stood still. Yeah, his name was Bill. And when he walked me home, do run, 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 do run, run. Okay, so that's got the hook, do run, run, right? You got that. Yeah, my heart stood still. Okay, it's not a chorus, but that melody and that section does repeat, but with different words. And that's why it's not a chorus. So do run, run is the hook, and there isn't an actual chorus. For example, in Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, I'm just thinking of songs off the top of my head. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. So that comes up over and over again. That is a chorus. Chorus means we all sing along. So I've given you a lot of information in this video and I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm going to stop there. As you can see, I could talk about this for ages and ages, but if you come along to the workshop, you're going to get everything that you need to either start or get moving or complete one of your songs. So it could be your first or your next song. I'd love to see you there. Go to the pinned comment, click the link there, pop your details in, and I'll see you very, very soon. Stay hydrated. Ciao!